So I want to talk about something I don't hear many people talk about. The 2 a.m. stuff. Not the anxiety, not the overthinking, not the rehearsing conversations or planning tomorrow or running through the to-do list. The other stuff. The thoughts that flash in from nowhere. Dark, wrong. Nothing actually to do with who you are. The kind of thoughts that if you said them out loud, people would definitely look at you differently. You know you wouldn't act on them. You know they're not real, but they feel real in the moment, and your body responds before your mind can catch up. Heart racing, stomach tight, that weight on your shoulders that you literally feel. The thought creates the alarm, and the alarm convinces you that that thought matters, and then the loop starts. Now, I used to think I was broken. I was having these thoughts, and I thought it meant something about me. That deep down, maybe I was dangerous, maybe I was bad. Maybe the thought was a signal, a warning, a truth that I was trying to hide within myself. So I'd check, I'd test, I'd rehearse scenarios to prove that I wouldn't do the thing. I'd analyse the thought to death, looking for evidence that I was still a good person. And the more I checked, the more the thoughts came. Because that's the machinery. The OCD brain. And I don't have a firm diagnosis, but I believe I have a lot of OCD traits. So the OCD brain, it grabs what matters to you. It doesn't grab random nonsense. It grabs the things that would normally horrify you most, because your moral compass is strong, not weak. The thoughts are actually proof that you care, that you'd never do these things, that they matter enough to scare you. But try telling that to your body at 2 a.m. Here's what happens. You're lying there, the day is done, the lights are off, the world is quiet. And when your brain, which has been running all day, doesn't want to stop, it serves something up. A flash, an image, a scenario that makes no sense. It has nothing to do with your actual life and something that you'd never actually choose to think. Before you can even process it, your body is responding. The cortisol hits, the heart rate jumps, the stomach clenches, the shoulders tighten, and your mind is now panicking. And it's trying to solve it. Why did I think that? What does this mean? Am I dangerous? Am I bad? Do I need to check? I need to prove I wouldn't do it. I need to think my way out of this. But you can't think your way out of an intrusive thought, because the thinking is the trap. Every time that you analyse it, you tell your brain, this matters, this is important, this needs solving. And your brain, which is just a pattern-making machine, says, got it. More of those thoughts coming up. The loop. Now, I used to spend hours in this, reassuring myself, testing myself, running mental checks to prove I was still the person that I thought that I was. And it never worked. Because the check-in was the problem. The reassurance was the fuel. The analysis was the loop. What works sometimes is not thinking at all. I want to tell you what I actually do. Not theory. Not a technique I read in a book. The actual things I reach for at 2 a.m. when my brain won't shut up and my body is convinced I'm in danger. Things like colours. Simple ones, blues, greens. The colour of a wall I once saw. Colour of the sky on a specific day. Nothing meaningful, just colour. I'd also look at binaural beats, listen to those. Rain sounds. Not because they're magical, but because they're more sensory. Because they give my body something to feel that isn't the alarm. Because they drown out the loop with something that the body can hear, instead of something the mind can think. It's not mindfulness and it's not meditation. It's pure survival. It's meeting the body with body. Sensory override, giving the nervous system an input that doesn't require analysis. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes the loop loses its grip. Not because I solved it, because I stopped feeding it. Really quick before we carry on. As you can see from my analytics, a lot of you watching these videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second. It's completely free and it really helps the channel grow. While you're here, check out my book by scanning the QR code on the screen. If you've got Kindle Unlimited, you can download it completely free. Or if you prefer a physical copy, that's available too. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials for daily motivation, extra content and behind the scenes updates. Right, let's get back to the video. Now I want to be honest about something. This doesn't always work. Financial stress is real, the cost of living is through the roof. There's always something to do and something to pay for. Something coming that I need to prepare for. The DIY what ifs, the things that I know that are coming that I need to do, the angles that I need to explore, the problems I need to solve and the future that I need to secure. And then there's the relationship strain. Being 3 feet away from someone and not being in the room. Head elsewhere, body present but absent. The headaches, the physical unwellness, the weight on my shoulders that I literally carry around every day. I don't always sleep well. I notice the loops faster now, but they're still there. Peace is rare. Life is never that simple. Always something to do and always something to pay for. But I'm learning slowly, messily, albeit, that the intrusive thoughts are not me. They're not a signal, they're not a warning, they're not evidence of anything. They're just noise. Noise that my brain generates because it's trying to keep me safe. Because it's scanning for threats, because it doesn't know the difference between a real danger and a thought that horrifies me. And the body responds to the noise as if it's real. I want to tell you about a moment that changed how I see this. I was lying in bed a few months back. 2 a.m, the loop was running. The thoughts were coming, the body was responding. And I was doing what I always do, trying to think my way out. Trying to prove I was still okay. Trying to solve something that can't be solved. But I caught myself, not because I'm enlightened or anything, because I mastered it. It was just exhaustion, pure exhaustion. I thought, I'm tired, I'm so tired. This thought, whatever it is, whatever form it takes tonight, it's just a thought. It's not a command. It's not a prophecy. It's not me. And instead of checking, instead of testing it, instead of reassuring, I just let it be. Didn't accept it and I didn't make peace with it. I just stopped fighting it. I focused on the colour of the ceiling in the dark, not the thoughts. The ceiling, the shape of it, the faint difference between the dark of the ceiling and the dark of the corner. And my heart rate slowed. Not much, but enough. Not because I solved anything. It's just because I stopped trying to solve the unsolvable. I want to say something to you. We all have these thoughts. The dark ones that you'd never say out loud. The ones that make you question who you are. You're not alone, we all get them. Every single one of us. The content doesn't matter, the form doesn't matter. What matters is that you think they mean something about you when they don't. They mean you have a brain that generates noise. They mean you have a moral compass strong enough to be horrified. They mean you're human, not broken. And you don't need to solve them. You don't need to check. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to meet the body with the body. And let the noise be the noise. I'm still learning this. I still wake up at 2 a.m. sometimes. I still get the thoughts. I still feel the body respond. I still have to reach for the colours, the rain sounds, the binaural beats. But I'm faster now. Faster at noticing. Faster at not following. Faster at realising that the loop is just a loop and not a labyrinth I need to solve. And the peace when it comes is not everything sorted. Life is never that simple. There's always something to do, some future angle to explore. The peace is just a moment, a gap, a breath where the noise is still there, but I'm not attending to it. That's enough. For now, that's enough. So here's what I'm learning to do. Not argue with the thought, not analyse it, not reassure myself. Just notice the body, the heart rate, the tension, the weight, the alarm. Instead of following the thought into its conclusion, instead of checking, testing and solving, I redirect the body. Rain sounds, colours, binaural beats, feeling of my feet on the floor, the temperature of the air, something real, something present, something that doesn't require my mind to do anything at all. The thought can stay, it can loop in the background, it can scream if it wants to. But I'm not attending that meeting. I'm in my body, in the room, in the sound of the rain. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes, that's all that's needed.